And I see the robin.
I'm just searching for equality, looking for some reason, no finding no apologies. But I do want opportunity, hard work, it ain't new to me.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Auntie Bee.
And it's Rach.MelaninBlvd.
And welcome to Melanin Boulevard.
Thanks for listening again this week. We're happy to be here this week.
Praise the Lord.
We made it.
Can somebody testify? But yeah, like she said, thank you guys for tuning in again. Last week I said it was 17. It was actually 18, so I think we're on week 19.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Whatever.
I don't do numbers.
We here. Just, we here. It's consistent. But
right.
Anyway, so, ma'am, how was your weekend?
Oh, man, my weekend was super busy. I've been working a lot. I'm running off fumes today. Like, I'm on E with the light on. Don't do that shit.
I'm putting you in the sunken place so you can not work so much.
I'll fuck you up in the sunken place.
Singing
Don't play with me.
floor.
I will throw that shit across on some real shit. You keep stirring.
Sink it to the floor.
Take that shit. Put the spoon away.
That was my daddy's side coming out.
Yeah. Your chai tea was about to be all on that wall.
He was really scared. Like, bitch, stop, please. No. Oh my God. Okay. So,
how was your weekend? What you do?
I went to Wakanda again.
You went to Wakanda? Is that?
Went to Wakanda.
What did I do last week? What did I do? I don't remember. Dang it.
Well, I went to Wakanda again.
Again?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was regular. It wasn't D-box. But I enjoyed every minute of it, of course. Because it's Wakanda. So. But I noticed like other stuff. When you see a movie the second time, you may see some shit that you ain't see the first time. Mm-hmm. I'll give it to myself, though. I was having extra woke black ass moments in the movie theater. I was like, oh, Marvel, I see what you did there. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, the second time I saw it, it was with the babies, and I really couldn't concentrate like that. So I definitely will be going to go see it again.
Wakanda. And then after that, I ain't do shit. Just like, laundry, cleaning up, normal. This is my first weekend that I had Saturday and Sunday off.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, because I'm back to Monday through Friday with just some bullshit, but whatever. But other than that, happy birthday to our friend Crystal.
Happy birthday.
Her birthday was Monday.
5th. Yeah,
Monday. And of course, we just now recording today, so happy belated birthday, and we love you.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yep. Happy birthday to her.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Thanks
for listening, guys.
And we're logging off.
We got nothing today.
Right, we have absolutely nothing.
Actually, just kidding. We got a bunch of shit to talk to y'all about.
3 pages of shit, actually.
Yeah, I kind of wrote a little book report. It's okay. You're going to love it. I did want to say that tomorrow, when this airs, March 8th is National Women's Day. So I did post that on my Instagram, Rach__Gem is my IG handle. So since March 8th is International Women's Day, we want to promote women going to the polls. We want to make history in 2018. So we are, this comes from the Women's March organization. They're asking that everyone wear red in solitude with women around the world, and then commit to vote in 2018. You can text P as in Paul, the number 2, and P as in Paul to RT vote, which is 788-683, to register to vote or to check or update your registration. So that's on my IG. And then after that, they're asking that you post a photo of yourself on social media wearing red along with the hashtag women powered to the polls, and share why you vote. So that's super important.
I'm actually about to share that on my thing too. Whose dog is that?
Oh my gosh. Is that your dogs?
No, my dogs are upstairs. That's somebody outside. Shut your bitch ass dog up. Okay.
So yeah, just get out there and vote. I haven't always been the best voter. I be busy, you know what I'm saying? And I don't like to stand in lines. I feel like they should have a VIP voting section that I can just go to and get priority voting, get in priority voting line. But just vote. I will be voting for the local people.
No, it's just
okay. So I'll be voting, and I hope you will too. So just refer to that text message. Not text. I'm sleepy. Oh
it's
my
okay.
Gosh, that IG post.
The IG post.
Yeah, and I definitely support the Women's March. So it's on there, and I will be posting my picture tomorrow. I'm actually mailing off 2 postcards to the governor. I don't know. Somebody's getting a postcard from Rachel tomorrow. So I'm mailing those off tomorrow. So
she like one of them niggas in the power and up there.
It's 2 of them actually. They getting it. They about to get a letter and a postcard.
Snap. Well, yeah, because I'll write a letter in a minute. Even though they be saying that's mainly what white people do. I will write a letter. Well, bitch, we write letters too. How about that? All right. So you guys don't forget, ladies, rock your red tomorrow and do your IG picture. And what was the hashtag? Power to the polls?
It's actually, the hashtag is #women power to the polls. And don't forget to make sure you register to vote or check and update your registration. That means like making sure that your address is updated and all of that, so you know where to go to vote.
All right. Y'all got it. You heard it here first.
And I ain't gonna tell you again. I'm gonna tell you again.
She probably is.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to our next segment, which this week, not this week, every week. It's been a long day for both of us. Actually seemed like a long week for you.
Yeah.
Same here,
It's a never ending week. It's like a Monday every day.
Damn.
It's real rough.
Yeah. But
health tip. Water.
We always say water. Of course, disclaimer, we are not doctors. We don't know shit. We just here to entertain you. How about that? But this week, we're going to talk about the benefits of activated charcoal. No, Negroes, that's not the charcoal you put on the grill. When you light it, that doesn't mean it's activated. That means you finna grill some shit.
I didn't think of that shit.
No,
I did not think of that shit. Like, oh, you want some activated charcoal? Okay, we got a,
let me go out here.
A bag out here.
I got this bag of Kingsford.
We're gonna ground it up.
Oh my God. So I've looked up this information because I was trying to find like a different type of detox where I'll actually probably stick to it this time that don't involve me paying $50 for some tea that Phaedra is advertising on Instagram.
I hope you did not.
No, I didn't. That's why I said I did not want to do that. So I was just looking for like, ways to do it. So activated charcoal is like, girl, that flat tummy tea. Girl, all you bitches be doing that flat tummy tea. Flat tummy tea. If you like for us to sponsor you,
just let us know.
Let us know. Send us the shit. I'll take it.
I'll take the picture and crop my belly out. Right. It's gonna be hella cropped.
The fuck out of this belly that didn't carry 4 kids. But anyway, so activated charcoal. It's made from carbon containing material like wood. It's heated at a high temperature to create the charcoal, and then it's oxidized, which is what's causing it to be, air quotes, activated.
Oh, you don't spray it with nothing?
Nah, no Jerry Curl juice, no curl activator. It has a lot of small holes on the surface, and it basically is what's making it porous. So what that does is it's going to soak up a variety of chemicals like the toxins and stuff that are in your body and various other things, which I'm about to go over right now. But what it does is that the porous surface has a negative electric charge. It causes the positive charge toxins and gas to bond to it. So I don't know if you guys know or not, but if like, let's say you call poison control and they take you like for something, and they'll ask you if you have like some activated charcoal because it's absorbing the poison, like it bonds to it. Or excuse me, there's a difference between absorbing and adsorbing. Activated charcoal adsorbs. Look that shit up. I don't got the definition for that.
I wish I knew about this activated charcoal for poison control. Have you ever had a call poison control before?
No.
Simone drank a diffuser one time.
What?
A diffuser. You know?
Oh, the oil thing,
girl. She was talking to me. I was like, "Why your breath smelling?
You smelling real lavendery."
That breath smells familiar, and I couldn't really just figure out what. And I'm looking around. I'm like, "This diffuser's empty. What the fuck?"
Oh my God.
panic. Like, oh my God. What just happened? Okay, proceed.
But okay, wait, actually in my notes, I do have the definition. Absorption is the reaction of elements, including nutrients, chemicals, and toxins soaked up and assimilated into the bloodstream. Adsorption is the chemical reaction where elements bind to a surface. So now
it's adsorb.
Adsorb. So AD versus AB. You just learned something.
We did.
All right. So 10 ways, or not 10 ways. We ain't going to do all 10. But this is what I was looking for, like I said, to do some just detoxing in my body. But there are different ways that you can use activated charcoal. It does come in like a capsule form. You can take it that way. You can drink it like in a tea. Like it comes in various different forms where you can take it. But one thing it does is it does relieve gas and bloating discomfort. It works by binding the gas, causing byproducts in foods that cause discomfort. So basically what they want you to do is take the capsule, at least 500 milligrams, about an hour before you're going to eat something gassy. So if you take like Gas-X or stuff like that, it works like Beano. It's pretty much works the same. And then you want to make sure you swallow that with a full glass of water. After you get it in your system, you want to drink more water because it is charcoal. It will dehydrate the fuck out of you.
Oh,
yeah. So make sure you're pushing the water. We already talked about emergency toxin removals. It also whitens your teeth. So what you can do is you can brush your teeth. What? Oh, brush your teeth. I was like, I can't even read what's on here. Brush your teeth with activated charcoal at least 2 to 3 times per week. You're just going to you can actually buy it in powder form. Dip your toothbrush in there. Do it, 2 or 3 times a week. Yeah. But be careful because it does stain. So if you have porous countertops and stuff like that, it will stain them and your grout and all that.
We don't have black countertops then.
Child, because when my kids come in, what's that? Just tip that shit right on over. There go the countertops. Deep cleanses and purifies your skin and hair. Now look, let me tell you. This is not the same as African black soap.
Don't wash. Oh, gosh.
Because I saw some different blogs and it was like, does African black soap have charcoal in it? No, it's something totally different. So don't go buy the African black soap if you're looking for soap that's activated charcoal based. 2 different things. Black does not mean it has charcoal in it. But what it does is it's effective with treating body odor and acne. It can relieve comfort for insect bites, poison ivy, snake bites, mosquito bites, bug stings. Basically, this is just talk about skin. I don't see shit about hair. So I'm going to go my own thing with hair. I actually have some Shea Moisture shampoo with activated charcoal in it. Whenever I do shampoo my hair, it's only once a month. I can definitely feel that it stripped all the nasty shit out. It feels clean. So if you can find some shampoo that has activated charcoal, and of course you want to get it in the purest form. Last but not least, just general detoxifying. Just take that shit for your digestive cleanse.
In a pill form?
In a pill form. Or you can drink it. It's going to reduce joint pain, increase your energy, increase your mental function. It's going to remove different toxins in your body that will cause, or in your digestive tract that will cause allergic reactions. No, if you're allergic to nuts, don't go drink no activated charcoal tea and think that you can eat some peanuts. It's not going to work like that. But it can help with removing some of the toxins that does cause allergic reactions. So, yeah.
That's what people don't like to agree with, is that an allergy is, you're not supposed to be allergic to certain things.
It's just shit that you're putting in your body that causes a reaction.
Right.
So that's what that does. But make sure if you're going to do the digestive cleanse that you're eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, because it's literally cleansing. So your vitamins and minerals that you normally would eat. That back. Yeah, you need that back. So make sure you're eating healthy when you're doing that cleanse. So, but that's it for the health tip.
Okay.
All right.
Moving on.
Let's move on.
Let me get my papers together. So we'll move on to who are we king and our queen in. So last month we did it a little different, where we chose someone from our past and someone from our present, and we gave them a crown. So we felt that we should keep doing that, because it's great to know what people are doing today, but let's also just talk about some people from yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the same thing applies. Like, it's not gonna be your average people that they talk about,
Yeah.
your MLKs, Malcolm X, and stuff like that. Like, we love them, but it's always good to know somebody else who made an impact in history as well.
Right,
So
because it took a couple people for them to get to where they could speak.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So they didn't just get up one day and just pave the way fully. There was people before them that was doing things. So let's talk about them too. So the past person, or really the people, it's really close to me because, you know, my great grandmother passed. And so when my mom went to Pittsburgh, she kind of started learning more about our family. I didn't grow up with my family like that. I grew up here in Vegas. All my family is on the East Coast. So I didn't grow up with like my great grandma, you know, sitting. I wasn't able to sit there and just have long talks with her and see pictures and stuff like that. That's not what I had. So it was really cool to kind of start hearing about the things that our family did, my family did. So one thing that I learned, and I'm going to choose to king my maternal great grandfather. His name was William Bill Draper, and he was part of the first 25 people who made up the Freedom House ambulance services. So the Freedom House paramedics were the first deployed in the 1960s. They provided a crucial service to Pittsburgh residents. The program became a national model for emergency medical transport and care. So how we have paramedics here and they're providing care on the way to the hospital, they started that.
oh wow.
So leading up to the Freedom House in the 1960s, Pittsburgh, like most cities, were segregated by race. But believe it or not, there was no ambulance care. Police would respond to medical emergency calls and they would just put you in the back of the car and take you to the hospital.
Damn, so you just like dying en route.
Basically.
That's crazy.
On top of that, if you live in a black community, you call it.
Oh, they driving like they actually doing the speed
Right.
limit.
They're just at the gas station eating donuts and shit.
Like, let's go ahead and stop and get some coffee.
Right. Oh, it's
Oh, we got this nigga in the backseat dying.
Right. If they get to you. So because of that, you know, this came into place. There were private ambulances that were specifically going to just pick you up and take you to the hospital. But again, there was no care. Like, they're not in the back trying to resuscitate you. They're just going for the ride.
Wow.
They're just going to drop you off.
That's crazy.
So there were private ambulances, but they were privatized and they didn't go everywhere, black communities. More importantly, they didn't have the emergency care during the drive to the hospital. The start of the Freedom House ambulance services was the city's first mobile emergency medicine program. So the program, the testing that the paramedics have to go through, that was the platform.
Like the EMT type stuff?
Yep, all of
Wow.
that. They serviced Pittsburgh's mostly black neighborhood, which was Hill District. That was where my family was living, and big black community. They saved lives and they also created jobs. There is a documentary called The Freedom House Street Saviors. Look it up. I'll actually post the YouTube trailer on the blog.
Cool.
So I thought that was pretty cool because it's always nice to hear about somebody in your family that has kind of made history. Like,
Right.
that's history right there to be the first.
Right.
So I want to give the crown to my great grandfather, and I would like to also give a crown to all of the people that started it. So we're going to give it honorary crowns to those of the Freedom House ambulance services.
Amen. That's crazy though. Like, you never think, like, you look back in history and like somebody, like you said, in your family was
Right.
like actually made an impact.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And he did a lot of things in his life. I plan on learning all about it because I think it's important to keep that going. Like, I want to be able to tell my children about that. I didn't know. I'm 30 and I'm 25 and I'm just learning about
She said it, not me.
learning about like my family and what they've done. So it's pretty crazy. I don't feel like I should have had to wait this long, but hey, never too late.
It's never too late.
So that's that. The next one for the present time, it's also a king. I actually saw him on Instagram and I thought he was pretty interesting, and I reached out and he didn't respond because I'm sure he's busy, but you're gonna see why he's probably busy. His name is Stanley Andrees, I want to say. So he is a professor of medicine, endocrinologist, scientist, youth mentor, public speaker, and some other things too. He's also an assistant professor at Howard College of Medicine and adjunct assistant professor at Johns Hopkins University, where he previously conducted research on type 2 diabetes and polycystic ovarian syndrome,
which I have.
So he be working. So that's not even it. So this man, he's a published author and advocate, and the executive director of From the Prison Cells to PhD, which is a nonprofit organization that mentors disadvantaged youth and formerly incarcerated individuals by providing weekly tutoring, mentoring, and executive coaching to further their education. He was chosen to become a Just Lead USA's Leading with Conviction Fellow. He will join the organization to cut the prison population by half by 2030.
Wow.
So along with that, just kind of like a backstory, when he was 22, he was facing 20 years in prison on his third drug conviction. So while he was in jail, he was placed in a drug treatment program, which reduced his time by 10 years, I think it says. So at the same time, when he was being sentenced, he had graduated from college a week prior to that.
That's crazy.
So, you know what I mean? So once he was released, he began pursuing into graduate school. Like I said, 1 week prior to awaiting his sentence, he graduated college. But due to his criminal record, he had trouble gaining entrance into the schools. He was able to get into a school due to a previous college professor who vouched for him. So had it not been for that professor, the system was set up to where he would have never been able to gain access into college.
It's crazy too, because with financial aid, one of the questions that you have to answer when you're applying for it is, have you ever been convicted of a felony drug charge? And that automatically disqualifies you. So I'm wondering how he actually, like, if this professor who vouched for him actually helped him fund his education too.
We'll have to do some more research, or maybe I could message him.
How you pay for school?
Right, like, let me know. So this led him to testify before the Maryland legislature in support of the Maryland Fair Access to Education Act of 2017. This bans the box on the college application for schools to receive, that bans the box on the college application for schools that receive state funding. So the box, like you said, if it asks you any questions about your criminal history, that bans it, because that's automatic low-key discrimination.
It's discrimination, yeah.
You know, so despite the support, because there was a petition and it got all the signatures, but despite the support, Governor Larry Hogan vetoed the bill. He says he will continue to fight for the ban. So whatever we need to do to add signatures to the petition, let it be known, because that's something that this man just graduated college, and when he got out of prison to continue to make his life better, there's a roadblock. It's just
so that box that's on the college side, because, and I was just sitting here thinking about it too, because with federal funding for college, after you complete a drug program of so many months, then you do become eligible. So I retract what I said previously, because I forgot that they revamped it. But you do become eligible. So this was definitely on the college level then, that they were not trying to let him go. That's crazy.
Yep. So he advocates for that because it obviously is a problem.
Yeah.
So support him. Follow him. He's on Instagram. Stanley.
I'm gonna go follow him now.
It's under Stan Andres. So we'll share him on our page, on our Melanin Boulevard page, and we'll tag him. And we just want you guys to follow him and support him. Whatever we need to do to help.
I'm about to follow him now. Oh, look, it says you're followed by him. Or you're following him.
Yeah. I know.
No, I'm laughing at the suggestions for you, because somebody's name came up and it says Stank Daddy 11.
Oh.
I don't know who that is. Person. I don't either, but the Instagram name was funny. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Moving on to Word on the Boulevard.
Well... not really a lot going on. So Rick Ross is finally home after being hospitalized for 4 days. Initially, everybody was like, oh, it was like a respiratory situation, but it actually was something dealing with his heart.
Damn.
And they had to put him on ECMO, which is like a filtration system, like when you're having heart and lung issues. So it was pretty serious, but he's home now. And of course, they aren't really speaking on, ouch, that just really burned my retina off.
I'm sorry.
They aren't really speaking on, like, you know, all the details, but he's home, he's recovering. I'm sure he's receiving like top-notch in-home care.
Of course, yeah.
You know, so yeah. So earlier this week, there was a picture floating around the internet of this little baby. She was like, little baby. I posted on my Facebook page, but she was looking up. She was at the National Portrait Gallery, and she was looking up at Michelle Obama's portrait, the painting that they just recently did of her. And then like her mouth was open, and she was just looking like, and it was just like the cutest picture ever. So Michelle Obama actually invited that girl to her office. Aww. So it's on her Instagram. Her Instagram is just
were
Michelle
they dancing?
Obama. Yeah, they were dancing and stuff
one.
like that. So I thought that was really cute. We love Auntie Michelle, or excuse me, Mama Michelle. Mama, come home,
please.
That new chick doesn't you know, she ain't even really married to that man. But yeah, I thought that was really cute because she always goes above and beyond to make everyone know that she's just a regular person. Like, yeah, I was married to the president, but I'm still like a regular person. I'm not going to be the type of person to just be like, oh, that's cute and keep it pushing. You know, I want to meet this baby. So I thought that was really cute. Issa Rae to host the 2018 CFDA Fashion Awards, which she posted that on her Instagram too. So
we love Issa.
We do.
We'll always love Issa.
That'll probably be the only time I watch those awards. I know I'm lying. I did watch when Beyonce won it and she had that speech.
Was that in the glittery,
like the pantsuit with the big hat? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got it, yeah.
Usher and his wife, Grace Miguel, I think that's her last name. They separate after 2 years. Must be a bumpy 24 months. Boom, boom, boom. I'm here all night.
So tip your bartender.
Right, please do.
Oh,
apparently it's like, apparently it was due to like all the rumors and stuff, but I think the test came back positive and that bitch was like, okay, I'm not fucking with you, deuces.
Well, you got it already. I'm just saying.
You know, not necessarily, because Cookie don't have HIV, or excuse, Cookie don't have AIDS.
Because Magic Johnson
she went to
got
Africa.
the cure for AIDS.
They went to
Kanye
Africa.
already told you.
They went in and was like, T'Challa, I know you got that shit down in there. Get Shuri up here and cure me, goddammit. But yeah, so that's crazy that 2 years and they were like, I'm cool. She was like, I'm good on you.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Hey.
So I haven't had a chance to watch Atlanta because I've been running and going.
Well, I was doing the baby's hair, so
he was like, it's right there.
Right. So I was like, I never get to watch TV. And I was like, ooh, Atlanta came back on. I was like, how many episodes deep is it? Just one.
Just one.
So you got to watch it. You know, it's getting back into the season. And Cat Williams made an appearance.
Oh, I'm going to go watch it tonight. It's on my DVR.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Oh, Lord. Lord Jesus.
I don't want to give it away. So go ahead. Watch Atlanta. It's on FX.
Philadelphia. I need you to listen to me and listen to me clearly. Although I reside on the West Coast, okay, we have strong opinions about why the fuck Meek Mill is still in jail. Mm-hmm. First of all, corrupt judge. The officer that arrested him is on Philly's district attorney's list of corrupt cops. So, I mean, shouldn't he just be released on
right?
On
that should be, and that should be
like automatic. Let that nigga out. Let him out.
Let him out. Throw it out.
But you know how it goes.
They're trying to get free labor off of Meek. They don't want him to be great.
Ooh, I should get a personalized license plate, and I could be like, Meek Mill made this. Okay. That wasn't funny. Next one, because you know they say they make license plates. The license plates are made.
Oh, you fucked up. That was right. Yeah, that's fucked up.
I kill myself. Okay,
Make
my Meek. Rihanna, Miss Riri launches lingerie line, and of course we can't wait. Although I'm kind of wondering where the plus size part is going to fit into. So I hope she does it like what she did with the Fenty Beauty, just all shades. Bitch, we need all sizes because I want to give you my money, but I need my titties to be fully covered in your lingerie.
And she don't cover her own titties, so
which is telling me a whole
it's supposed to
lot.
be just a line of pasties with straps that go to the back.
Riri, we want fat bitch lingerie too, okay? I like to dress up for my man. I'm just saying.
We ready, Riri.
We ready.
Live your best life, Riri.
Yeah, go ahead. Because I'm looking like, what?
You know, so I'm just on the internet minding my own business.
Which we often do so much. Not really, but go ahead.
So, you know, South Africa, I forget the name, Parliament. Their Parliament is saying white people get the fuck off our land.
Wakanda.
Right? Like, you heard the man. Go on now.
Colonizer.
Okay. Go on about your business. So, you know, they're highly offended, and now these farmers are being forced off the land that they stole. They're asking, first of all, they're complaining. First of all, let's just talk about this. And I saw this video that I had sent to my friend, and I was just laughing because of the way that she was talking, and she was ugly, just flat out. So the shit that she was saying just didn't even sound genuine, but she was just like, I don't know how they could do this. Hold up.
Let's just pull it up. Let's just pull it up.
Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go straight to the source.
Today I got time.
Run that fade.
Let me find it, because just the way she was talking was just like irritating me, and I was like, you know what? That's why I feel the way that I feel. Dang it, it's gonna make me mad if I don't find it. All right, I'm gonna look for it. So basically, they're getting removed off the land that they stole. So I mean, I don't feel bad. And for no compensation. Again, I don't feel bad about that. I message way too much. Like, this is ridiculous. I need to get a life. Hold on. Let me check this person, because I don't remember who I sent it to. Did I send it to you, Brandy?
No.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Because you don't ever respond to my IG messages.
Girl, because I don't be getting them till like 4 days later, and I'll be like, I'll watch it and I'll crack up, and I'll be like, I'm not going to respond because she probably ain't even laughing no more.
like that shit.
For some reason, the alerts don't come to my phone. Like, I literally, when I log on, and I don't look at the little red circle at the top, unless it says like 2, 3, 4, and I'm like, oh shit, I got messages in there.
But if it says 1, you just not fucking
like,
with it.
I don't know. And then I will sometimes, and sometimes I won't. And then we all know how my mind is. I'll have an intention to click on it, and then something will happen, and I'm doing something different.
Well, so I'm glad your intentions are set to respond.
They are.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna make me mad. So I'll probably just have to post it on the IG when I find it on the Melanin. Here it goes. Look at God.
Won't he do it?
Because this side of the earth it's bad for us.
But look at her face.
You can't even walk in the streets around. At night, during the day, they always rape you, or they beat you up. They're swearing at you in the language. They know you don't know the language, but they will come and swear at you. See on the news, shoot the bull, kill the bull. We are like just living also. We are like human beings, just like them. Just the color in the language is different. But why are they against us? Even black kids were beating my kids up, my 5-year-old. So then this is not for you anymore. South Africa, it's for our people. We don't have a life anymore. They will make sure about it.
Aww.
That is white privilege tears.
Let me drink these tears.
Right? Sip them. Give me a straw. She says we're all human beings. Oh, now we all human beings? Oh, now today we all human beings.
Listen here, colonizer.
Okay. And ain't nobody raping shit. Look at that.
Bitch, don't nobody want that pussy.
Okay. They got all that African pussy walking around. They ain't fucking worried about you.
thought that was a whole ass man before you turned the phone around.
Her voice,
like, oh,
though,
that is a woman,
right? I'm gonna post this on the Melanin Boulevard page because it's like a cut. Well, it's her talking, and then it gives you like a little history. Listen, I ain't cool with the raping and shit, but I don't think she got raped, particularly her. I'm just saying, particularly. Her. Yeah, that's a no. So anyways, moving on, just so you kind of see what I'm talking about. Basically, those white farmers that are living on the South African land are asking Trump for help to migrate to the U.S. There's a petition that has lots of white signatures. And they're asking for the allowance of their migration to the U.S., but asked Trump not to admit the refugees from Somalia and the Middle East because, quote, they cannot be properly vetted, unquote, and welcome white, quote, South Africans. They're not. There's no such thing. Instead, because they, quote, can be easily vetted and also possess skills that make them compatible with our culture and civilization, unquote. My response to that is, fuck you. And fuck Trump per usual. You know?
So wait a minute, let me get this straight, because it sounds like y'all motherfuckers trying to revolutionize on some shit that you don't have the right to. And his orange ass gonna sign that shit. Watch. Ugh, I don't have time for y'all today. I really don't. I just don't. Get your shit together. Fuck your farms. Get off the land. It doesn't belong to you in the first place. Never belonged to you. If you have a problem with it, you need to talk to your great-great-great-granddaddy, who probably stole it. And
raped the women.
And raped the women.
For real.
And beat up the children, since you want to go there. But, motherfuckers don't realize karma when it's happening. It's all so sad. Man, fuck them. And fuck her old man-sounding ass. Right. Ugly ass.
I told you she was ugly. I told you. So that's it for Word on the Boulevard. Y'all niggas stay woke, and I'm gonna put that on our Instagram page and Facebook so you can see that shit.
Yeah, they trying to come for us, and guess what?
Right, just because we stand the fuck up and damn Parliament's like, hell no more of this bullshit. Get the fuck off our land. And they're like, but wait, no, I wasn't ready.
Actually, you are. So there's that.
Go ahead and kick rocks.
You have to be ready because this ain't your shit.
Right. So let's move on to the melanated discussion. I wanted to talk about this particular, what is it? Are these considered memes? This post that has been going around social media, but Lil Duval had posted it.
Oh, shit.
You know Lil Duval crazy. Sometimes I'll be like, he crazy, but then I'll be like, yeah, just shut the fuck up. This particular day, I was just like, that shit is kind of, well, I don't know. Let's just talk about it. The quote says, if a man can't pay for his children, he goes to jail. But if a woman can't pay, she receives welfare. I'm going to speak on that, but how do you feel about that comment?
My feelings on it is that it's low-key true. Like, well, not even low-key. I mean, it's true. Like, I think the system is just set up to fail fathers and to help mothers, but only in certain demographics. Let me preface it with that. Only in certain demographics, because I feel like if you're in a certain tax bracket, they not coming for you. Mm-mm. Not at all. Because 9 times out of 10, you paying your child support.
Maybe. And
not spending time with the kids.
Right.
Versus in certain demographics, you're spending hell of time with the kids.
Right. And
because maybe you got in trouble when you were younger. And even though your life has turned around now, you can't get the proper job that will help you pay for them.
Right. And that's fucked up.
But the fucked up thing about it is that you may indeed be taking care of your baby, gifts, shit like that. Mm-hmm. But they don't give you credit for it. But We'll go back into that in a little bit.
So I can kind of see it on both sides. I feel like a man that was on child support made that meme because if you have the children in your possession and you're actively involved in their life, I feel like child support should not be Nobody should have to tell you to pay anything for your child.
Right. But you know what? Not to cut you off. Unfortunately, with that, a lot of times, like during divorces and stuff like that, it's automatic. Like the court just automatically writes it in.
Now it is, yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that you got put on child support because you're not,
right. And I know that, but I'm just saying, like, I just feel like me as a mother, nobody should have to be like, well, you know what, every month you need to do this, pay this amount, put this money amount aside for your child. And
right.
I think that's just dumb. Like, take care of the child as needed.
Right. No, I totally agree with that.
So I really think that on one side, a man that's mad that he's paying child support and having to go to jail because he don't want to pay it that's why he wrote that. The woman that has the children, if the father's not paying child support, what's she gonna do? But on the flip side, it is fucked up. I think that our single fathers don't get enough credit. I think that there are some fucked up ass females out there that give the man a hard time, and when they don't get their way and when they're feeling in their feelings, they want to go ahead and run to the court and put this man on child support when he's genuinely doing what he can and paying, taking care of the child, making sure he's in the child's life. Being a father, but you get mad so you want to put him on papers. That's some fucked up ass shit, and I can't stand no bitch like that. Let him be a dad. Y'all don't have to be together for him to take care of the child. Yeah.
No, I agree with that. I totally agree with that.
And I think that because of this system, it's always going to work in the woman's favor because of how the system is set up.
Yeah, it's not set up to
allow the father to win.
Yeah.
Because anything to get him in jail, get your license suspended, you can't travel, you still don't pay, you go to jail. So what does that do for the child? Nothing, because the child's still not getting anything and still doesn't have a father.
Well, some prisons or some states, when they're in prison and they do labor, they get like a small wage, that shit gets garnished and applies towards the child support. And yeah, it's just pennies, but they still enforce the order.
But still, are we really helping the child?
No, you're absolutely not helping the child. Yeah. And that's the end all be all is the child, the welfare of the child. Yeah. But no, you're absolutely not helping the child by going that route.
I've had friends that were dead trifling, and I will tell them, like, you hella trifling. When I was granted $38 a week for child support and then got $0 for child support because they just didn't pay. I had a friend that was getting like $500 a month. Complaining. You complaining to me, somebody who the judge looked at me and said, you're gonna get $38 a week for my child. Her school was $700 when she was like 2-3 years old.
Wait, so was this based on his income?
Because he wasn't working. That's the minimum. They don't follow through. Sometimes it doesn't work in the woman's. I don't like court, and I feel like I should not have to beg anyone to take care of their child.
Right.
And I don't like being in the system. I don't want anyone to tell me what I need, what I can and can't do with my child.
Right.
I have to bring my child there this day. No, we as parents should be able to have a conversation and say,
this is what needs to happen.
Right.
Right.
We have this going on. What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, if we're trying to arrange some sort of visitation, like, come on, like, let's be adults. It's really not that hard, but you really be dealing with some trifling ass people. And I've had friends getting child support, still complaining, $500. No, I want more. He makes more, or he has another baby. I should be getting more. That's just, women be trying to make it to where the man can't live, and that's fucked up. Yeah. I've even seen, like, one of my friends he was getting hit twice off of child support because she filed in 2 different states.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Yep.
That's fucked up. I know most of the states go off of what the parenting time is. So I can see from a woman's standpoint, because this personally happened to me. From a woman's standpoint, if you're not spending any time with the child, and I have to have this child in my care, and you're only giving me $500 a month, nothing extra, like because the man is in your pocket, you're refusing to come with clothes, you're refusing to come with shoes. I'm not asking you to pay my bills. I'm saying if you don't want to give me any extra cash, then buy the baby some pants and some shoes, or you know,
Right.
whatever. With my particular situation, he shot himself in the foot. He wasn't on paper at all. And I didn't have time to go. I was working 2 jobs trying to take care of my kids. So I didn't have time to go to court. He filed on me.
Mine filed on me too, dummy.
I was like, you fucking
dumb as
dumbass.
dog shit.
Fucking dumbass. He filed on me. And so of course now I feel threatened. I'm about to let the cat out the bag. Oh no, Your Honor, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. This is why I need primary custody of my kids. I don't mind visitation. He can take them whatever. But now, you know, since it backfired, he wanted to do some stupid shit. And, you know, if I'm saying, okay, I got the child support and that's enough to cover daycare. However, the shoes are run down.
Right.
I still have to feed them, you know, shit like that.
It takes a lot to take care of a child, especially
girl.
when they're like younger and you have to pay for childcare. They're eating, they're growing every month. That's money, you know?
So statistically, this was on the radio the other day. I was listening to 97.5. And statistically, on an average, it cost about $210,000 to raise a child from newborn to 18.
That's a lot of fucking money, and I know I probably.
So let's do the math. You doing $500 a month times 12 times, you know.
Wait a minute, slow down. You know I'm not good with numbers. 500 times 12.
500 times 12
times 18.
Times 18.
$108,000.
So you right there at half of what it would take.
And that's probably
that's bare minimum.
Yeah.
That's not including daycare, like expensive daycare and shit like that.
Yeah, that's minimum shit.
But the flip side to it is that there are actually some women out there who don't take care of their kids either. It was left on the dad.
Exactly. And that was my next point, is that, you know, like I said, single fathers don't get the credit that they deserve, because most times when the father takes the children or has the children because the mother doesn't want to be there or is not able to take care of the children, he doesn't go and put her on child support. And if he does, they looking at him sideways like, what the fuck you doing that for?
Shit, I had a homeboy. I said, hey, you need me to fill out them forms for you?
Yeah,
put that bitch on paper. Put her ass on paper.
Why shouldn't she? It doesn't even, father or mother, if you don't or cannot take care of that child, you need to be financially doing that if you're not going to care for them.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if they're not in your custody majority of the time, you need to you need to contribute, because every day children need something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every single day they need something. We paying insurance.
Yeah.
You know, all these things. So I just don't like the fact that these single fathers don't get the credit that they deserve. Like, single fathers are awesome. Like, give them the credit that they deserve.
Right. I totally agree, because historically it's just been, especially in the Black community, it's been, this nigga's not going to take care of his kids, because he didn't want her to have a baby. Let's start there. Or she was tripping, she was doing this, blah, 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 blah. So he's just like, or hit her with the that ain't my kid type thing. So historically, we've been Black men in particular have been looked at as deadbeats.
Right, but that's because that's what they highlight.
Right, that's what I was going to say, because that's what's always brought to light. Nobody ever thinks about the stories where, like, okay, example, I posted something the other day. Iman Shumpert had posted a picture of him.
Oh yeah, I love
and
that.
Junie, and so like all Black fathers was under his on that same Twitter
Thread,
thing,
yep.
posting pictures of them and their daughters, and I was just like, yo, that made my heart like flutter. I was like, oh my god, like this is awesome, because no one ever highlights that.
Right.
So the sad part about it is that that name of deadbeat is just gonna stick.
Yep.
In the court system's eyes, when you're dealing with public services, you know what I'm saying? Because even now, set up, if a woman goes to get on public service, who they going after for that?
The man.
To repay that cash assistance. The man.
Yeah, and I just want to know how many women have gone to jail for not paying child support.
Well, I wish I can. Oh, dang! You know what? I need to get my other computer working, because in Phoenix, they actually have. This is the only thing. Oh, they might have taken it down, but this is the only thing I praise Joe Arpaio about, is that he had child support evader website.
Wow.
And it had the pictures of the people that he were actually arrested for evading child support. And it was a ton of women on there. And it was like their mug shots. Like, these motherfuckers is in jail for not paying child support.
I don't like that.
With
actually.
their balances.
Damn.
Yeah, he was not fucking around. I was just like, I mean,
You ain't paid, so you going on the site. But damn, that's kind of like, I think that's a bit much.
I think his thing with that
He's the one that makes the men wear pink underwear.
Yes, child.
That's bullshit.
With the child support thing, I did not mind.
Because you was just going on there.
Because
just
I was
looking.
like, oh, okay. But it highlighted.
You nosy.
I know. I was like, okay, well, let me see if my baby daddy on here. It highlighted women on there as well.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the majority of the mugshots on there are Caucasian. Caucasian, Anglo-Saxon,
hunters and gatherers,
colonizers,
cavemen. We're done. That's it. That was too far.
Okay.
We went too far. Fuck.
No offense, guys. I love you. But the thing about it was that they were on there, and he was highlighting like, these motherfuckers ain't taking care of your kids. This is the reason why your taxes keep increasing.
Damn.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. So I was like, okay, Joe, I see you. I still don't like your bitch ass, but I see what you're doing here. Yeah.
Well, I just don't like. Men, if you are paying child support and you're paying it directly to the mother, please keep all of your receipts, track all of that shit. Anytime you buy clothes, take copies of the receipts. Don't do no shit that can't be tracked. Don't give her no cash in her hand. Give her a fucking money order and make a copy of it, because I promise to God, it's not going to be up to her to prove that you pay child support. It's up to you to prove it.
Hold on now.
Oh, shit.
Certain states, that shit's considered just gifts.
That's bullshit.
It will not count towards your child support.
Like, they just want to set you up for, like, that's just bullshit. That's bullshit.
Yeah, certain states, it's considered, like, when I went to court for mine, and he was like, well, I was giving her XYZ dollars per week. And they were like, that's considered a gift.
Because they didn't go through the courts?
Because it did not go through the courts.
That's bullshit. Like, why do we need a middleman?
Yeah, it did not go through the courts. Because they did not go to your employer and physically pluck that money out of your check. It's considered a gift. Doesn't matter what records you have.
They just want you to be in the system. That's
pretty much it.
Y'all.
So the end all be all is work that shit out between you two.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much you push towards trying to take care of your child, the system is set up to fail you.
And if she's bitter, she's gonna be like, well, it was a gift, so it's a gift, instead of being like, just start it as of today.
Yeah.
You know, like, it would be that easy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I had a homeboy who they actually went down, had a written statement, had it notarized and everything, and it still did not stand up in court.
so he had back child support? That's fucked. That's so fucked up.
And the baby was like 6, and it went back all the way to birth. Yeah, that's how much his arrears was.
10.
Like, can I get my check, please?
Boy, I'm taking lump sums. Don't fucking play with me.
Here's another thing too. Certain states, once you file, or once a man signs the birth certificate, and let's say later on down the line, paternity shows that you are not the father, you're still obligated for that child.
And I saw that. I think it was some man in Ohio, and it was like it was hella fucked up.
Yeah.
And because he signed the birth certificate, he thought that was his child. He was still responsible. Like,
yep.
And it was it his? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look up the article, but it was a messed up situation.
Yeah.
And he was an older man too, which is damn. Like, that's. You ain't never gonna get that money. Like, it's literally set up. I mean, I'm not trifling, so I would never be that type of woman, but it's set up for the women to win, and it's fucked up. It is.
And then too, like, because I know that my child support filters through the state of Arizona, the state once a year, and even though it's $25, you cutting out my kids $25 a year, you taking away from my child just for processing.
Yeah, there has to be a benefit for them, or else they wouldn't want to be the middleman.
Yeah,
because that's more work. Imagine $25 per however many people a year.
Oh yeah,
just the process. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's. Oh, I hate the system. I hate it.
Yeah. So
Dummy, just going filing papers on.
I just think that when you make the decision to lay up and make a baby, you have to take some type of a responsibility. You do. You absolutely have to. And in order to keep the man out your pocket, that responsibility has to continue all 18 years. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about the financial obligation, not just parenting part of it. Yeah. But the financial obligation has to continue all 18 years, no wavering, because if so, as a man, you're automatically setting yourself up. Right. To, unless you just got one of them baby mamas, it's just like, oh, okay, you good. Like, but
I just, in my case, like if I was to go down to the DA's office, it's a wrap. Yeah. But I don't want to do that because, like, okay, what's going to happen? What if he goes to jail? I don't got to see him on a regular basis anyway, so it's not going to make no difference to me, and I'm still not getting no money in my pocket. Yeah. I don't want to put a black man in jail.
That's what it's like. I look at it like this. You're able to support them. Like I'm able to support my kids. I know if I have to get out and work 2 jobs, that's what's going to happen. I'm not looking at it as I'm going to make him pay because we made this baby together. I'm looking at it more of, all right, this is my responsibility. Clearly, he's not going to do what he's supposed to do. I'm not about to spend all these hours in court, right. All these filing fees and shit like that. Yeah, you got to appear with all this.
They know we parents, and I'm trying to take care of these kids, but you want to have a damn hearing at 11 in the afternoon, knowing my black ass is supposed to be at work. Now I got to take off work and miss hours and come to the damn court, pay for parking.
Not to mention, if you file, depending on how you file, you got to pay a fee to file that shit.
Yeah. And then pay a lawyer. I paid a lawyer. Yeah.
And they're fucking bottom feeders.
Over $1,200 just to go to court a couple times. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nope. So that's money out of my pocket. That could have easily gone to my child. Yeah. I didn't file the papers. He filed them on me.
That's fucked up, man. It's 100% fucked up.
And I stress this. Like, I tell them, like, I don't want to go to court. You know that, right? Like, I don't like court. I hate court.
I be feeling like they gonna pull my record and be like, okay, right. Bitch, you did something back in.
They be like, I'm feeling like you might have.
Let's just arrest this bitch.
I be feeling super guilty. Like, listen, like, I'm just here for court. Yeah. It's like super just like, ugh. And the judge is just sitting up there all up top and shit. I just don't like, my stomach be hurting. I just be hot. Golly, when is this shit over? You gotta wait.
It was a mess. Yeah, he filed on me, and that shit flipped on him so quick, and I was just like,
yo, dumbass.
Because he actually filed custody.
Yeah, that's what they do.
And so whenever they do the custody, the child support automatically comes into play.
Did you have to go to mediation?
Yes.
Oh my God. My mediation, this nigga was like, I ain't put my hands on you. I was like, when we went to mediation, yeah, the last time I saw your ass, you had your hands wrapped around my neck. So, and the mediator was like, well,
no, mine was conference call because he was living in Washington at the time. And this dummy. So his mom had called me like a week before. And the funny thing about it is I didn't know what was going on with him at all until his mama came and told me, because I was scared. I was like, we're going to have to split custody, because prior to then, he was a good ass dad. Mm-hmm. So his mom called and was like, oh, so-and-so just got locked up for putting his hands on the new girlfriend. So can you think there's a way you could postpone the mediation? Girl, yeah, I can postpone the mediation when he go to jail. Girl, I'm sitting there with a pen and a pad writing all the details down. So we get to mediation. He's out by that time. And I'm just letting him. And when I tell you that this motherfucker was throwing me under the bus, she works 2 jobs anyways. So she never spends time with the kids. And I feel that it should be up to me to provide the primary care for them, because I'll be able to make myself available, blah, 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 blah. I just sat quiet.
So why are you working 2 jobs? Because
to take care of my kids.
What the fuck?
And she was like, do you have anything to say? I said, yes, I actually do. He was in jail for assault on his girlfriend, the girlfriend that lives with him, that he's trying to put my kids in that home on this date. This mother, but I wasn't the aggressor. She hit me first. And then that was it. I want custody of my kids just based on that statement.
Because he's a dummy.
Because he's a dummy. Shot himself in the foot. I was like, you idiot. You freaking idiot. But yeah.
And it's fucked up because, you know, if you owe child support, that can keep you from getting certain jobs.
Yeah, it can.
It's like,
fucks up your credit. If you owe too much child support, you can't even get a passport to travel internationally.
we know about that, don't we?
Because Ray J did that.
He sure damn did. Not the real Ray J. I don't know if he did or not, but this person we called Ray J, he says shit like, be more Pacific, you know. So
yeah. So it's just fucked up. The system is set up to fail you guys.
yeah.
So if you can do what you can do, try to work it out with your baby mom. Try to be as cordial as possible with her.
You don't have to like her, but you gotta respect each other.
You have to. You
Just
absolutely
be
have
respectful.
to.
And no, listen, you chose to lay down with her. You chose to lay down with him. That's just what it is. If you can't be cordial, if you know, whatever, but try.
You have to. Even when she coming at you with the whole that new bitch, woot, just try to block that out for the sake of your kid and the sake of not going to court. You know what I'm saying? I know it's hard, the bitch in your face with her long ass nails and purple
Byron.
braids, Byron. Just meditate.
That's a good one.
Meditate.
Oh, I had something to say.
And yeah.
Speaking of meditation.
Oh shit.
What?
Nothing.
I'm about to do this too.
My flower child.
I know, right? Actually, I've been manifesting, so don't hate on your girl.
Okay.
I did this, I think last year. The Oprah and Deepak meditation. It's 21 days.
Oh yeah, you told me about that one.
It's free now. You just get the app, you sign up for it, and it starts. When does it start? You know, because I'm all trying to be peaceful and shit. It starts March 19th, and it's this one is called Shedding the Weight, Mind, Body, and Spirit. So check it out. Meditation is the best way to handle stress in your life, and it does definitely keep me from punching people. So
I got this little herb that I take, and that's all I'm gonna say.
you can also meditate.
I tried meditating before. That shit don't work for me. I get up and I'm still fucking angry. Matter of fact, I'm even more angry because I'm like, I didn't sit here and I still feel the fucking same.
We're gonna meditate together.
No, we're not.
We are. It works for my kids. Simone has a really bad anger issue. Her ass be tripping. She be like, I think I need to meditate. I'm like, yes, you do. Go for it, because your ass is being out of control. But check it out. You know, if you want to, I'll post it on my Instagram. Deepak and Oprah together. Bomb.
Yeah, you guys check it out. If you like meditation, if you like to smoke, go hit your nearest dispensary or your weed man.
And one of the dispensaries got somebody tried to like rob them. The one off of MLK and Cheyenne.
Oh,
The
Reef.
Wiz Khalifa one, yeah.
Really?
Yep. And bullets was flying.
I was gonna say, because I know they was packing.
Yeah, the guard was, yeah.
That's crazy.
Stop. For real, y'all. You see the guard with the gun. Why?
Child.
Yeah. So you can go to Reef and then meditate and have a good night.
You absolutely can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don't go to, I don't know if you want to go to Reef, though.
Yeah, no, because they shooting motherfuckers up in there.
Right. Nobody got hit, I don't think, so.
Oh, good. Well, they shooting at motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's crazy because my son's barbershop is over that.
It was blocked off from that Southwest Gas all the way to Dottie's. Like, that whole parking lot was just...
Damn.
It was taped off.
It was just over there. When did this happen?
This happened... What's today? Wednesday. Let's see. I want to say either Friday, Saturday. I want to say Friday.
Of the last week? Because
Yeah.
I was here. We were there on Saturday.
Happened one of them days.
Damn.
Yep.
Y'all niggas is tripping.
And the line at Carl's.
It's that 12% tax. They know they fucking got, you gonna get weed and money in that bitch. That's why they was trying to fucking buy it or try to rob it. It's like, you got the best of both worlds.
They ain't getting shit up out of there. I don't know if you got anything, but yeah. So, Reef, if you or what is it? Yeah, Reef.
Yes,
if
Reef
you guys would like to
dispensary.
sponsor us, we take samples.
We do. I'll sample it all. Every last bit of it.
I like a sample platter. I'll take one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Shout out to Reef.
My God. All right, guys. Well, that wraps up the show. Be sure to check out our
rewind. Anything else we want to say? You know, we on Spotify. Don't forget about that. I'm going to post and I'm going to put a blog up. What happened to the blog? You ain't put the blog up from last week. What was you supposed to put up?
The kombucha thing. You know what? How about I just post the links in the show description? If you want to learn how to make kombucha, because here's the thing with the blog. I didn't have time. I literally was running around. I have some shit going on right now that requires a lot of my attention.
I'll post it. You sent me the links already.
Yeah.
I'll post it. I'm late at. It's gonna be called late ass post, so you know that one specifically applies to
late ass post.
Kombucha.
Brandy asked. I didn't have time today, cuz.
All right, so be sure to check out our website at melaninboulevard.com, and of course, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to Melanin Boulevard with Boulevard spelled out on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, SoundCloud, YouTube, and now Spotify. And don't be petty. Give us our rating. Tings.
5-star rating.
Give us those 5 stars that you know we deserve. Also, be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Melanin Boulevard, and Boulevard is abbreviated. Don't forget to tell your friends so they can tell their friends, and then maybe we can be friends, because I'm looking for some new friends. You feel me? Tune in every Thursday.
We love new friends.
Yes, we do.
All right, bye, guys. And this week's episode of Melanin Boulevard has been executively produced by Brandy Harrison.